Welcome, fellow Mooncats, to a special reading. This is going to be one of my Mooncat readings. I have decided to combine two ideas. And one was to follow the phases of the moon and the medicine that's in that. And the other is to follow a cat spirit guide for those of us who feel feline within. So I'm going to combine these two things together and have that mysterious strength and independence of the cat along with the watery, luminescent moon-like energy. And we're going to combine those ideas together for the Mooncat reading. As you may well know, there is a very special moon that is coming up. There is a very special moon that is going to be visible at around 5 a.m. And this moon is the blood moon eclipse. So when we speak of this moon, it can have many other names. And the idea here is of transition. So anytime we're experiencing an eclipse, there is this time of darkness, but it's not a scary darkness. It is a time of, like, imagine turning out all the lights and laying still and just looking for introspection. And that would be like what the energy of an eclipse is. And so we're looking at this time of year, which is the witch's new year, or the Celtic New Year. And we're talking about transitioning out from an old energy and into a new. So this is not a pick a card reading. This is just going to be a straight reading for the energy that's in the air at this time during this very special moon. And I'm going to start with a central card, which is going to be our central topic, central focus for the energy coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and set up for that card. Okay. The card that's here in the center is the Hierophant. Okay, so this is a very powerful card. This is a card of channeling divine energy. That means light is coming in. Divine light is coming in to your life. And this is like a lightning rod. You're being infused with this energy and able to carry it forward on into your life going ahead. Okay, so we have what's in the center is this idea of this divine light coming in, and I'm seeing clarity, inspiration. I'm seeing this bountiful, powerful, it's like a guiding light. It's a leading light. It's powerful insight. It's a powerful insight in that light. We're going to go to the right, and then we're going to go to the left. We're going to go to the left. Okay, I'm getting to the left. We're going to go to the left, and then in the left, we're looking at phases past. What is passing out of our life, or what has already just passed out of our life. Okay. The first card I have to the left is Justice. There is divine justice coming in, and that makes sense during this kind of moon because it is also known as a time of karma. Karma coming in and being delivered. Whether that's good or bad, karma is has come due. during this time. Now, and I've heard this said by others as well. Okay. And next to Justice is a Tower card. The Tower. Okay. So Karma is bringing in a Tower moment. Okay, this is to the left. So this is something that is either has happened or it's passing out. It's passing on to your life right at this moment. Maybe it has already occurred. Okay, so I see Justice is turned towards the Tower card. The Tower card is being brought, the Tower has been brought by karma. It has been brought about by karma. But I see the one with the divine light turning away from that. And I feel like, especially since I'm talking about phasing out, then this may not be you who's getting the Tower. This feels like this is someone around you, someone who had perhaps done some harm to you, and they are getting their justice. They are getting their karma at this moment, and Divine wants you to be aware that that Tower is being delivered. Okay, so instead of looking back, let's face forward, and we're going to go to the right to do that. This one is the Lover card. Okay, so the Lover card used to be called the Choice. And I see this white cat in the center who seems to have like two paramours to choose between. And then there is this Cupid above that is making the choice. But you know, I'm feeling like there's more to this card than just relationships. There's something more here going on. They're looking at this energy of the Cupid. This is very sun-like energy. This is fiery energy. And this is that arrow, releasing that arrow is making a firm, clear choice. This is something that is done beyond doubt. It is absolute. It is without question. Without question. But the thing that is drawing my attention is that this arrow is not pointed at either one of the orange cats, which are the presumed paramours. It seems to be pointed down at the white cat. Okay, so I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at the Hierophant, the divine light of the Hierophant, and what I'm seeing is that the white cat in the center is divinely chosen. This is an energy of this is a gift of energy. This is a gift of divine love energy. So I would actually remove the R from the card for this interpretation and just let it be called the love. The love. Because that is this beaming light, just beaming in, just powerfully being bestowed upon you and instantaneously. And this can be a tower, but it wouldn't be like things externally falling apart. It would just be this powerful changing insight, this powerful changing energy in your life and its justice. So I wonder if that tower might be going both ways. Meaning that it's going to someone else who harmed you in the past and also coming for you, but the difference is between a positive and a negative tower. Okay. One more card to the right. And let's elaborate on that. What's coming up ahead is so much more interesting than what has already passed. But it all fits together. Okay, and I have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about a pause, taking some time out to get a new perspective on things. And this particular cat requires a very vast view. Look at the location of this Hanged Man. It's not just enough to be in the tallest tree, but also at the top of the tallest tree, at the top of the highest cliff. And hanging over the open valley, this cat is seeing far and wide. This cat is seeing a great overhead view. Like, this is a great review of all the experiences, what your life has been leading up to at this moment. This is a powerful, this is a powerful introspection. So it's an important time during this moon to take that reflective time out. Perhaps sit in a chair in a darkened room and just allow yourself to think about your life experiences up to this point. Be they good or be they bad or be they anything in between. See if you can get that overhead view and see the meaning and the connection of it all. It might be a bit dizzying. I'm getting this sense of dizziness. It might be a bit dizzying, but it is this view, this greater, wider view, that will help to bring in the divine light, which is your gift. That is your gift coming in at this time. Okay, so if you've tuned into this reading, you are meant to know that. I want to look for some more clarification, so we're going to turn to the Black Cat's Tarot. And I'm going to start by going down the center. Let's see if we can get some more information about this gift of the divine light that's coming in. Here we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And so what that tells me is a large part of what this divine light is going to do is illuminate your path ahead. So perhaps upright, this is a time of confusion. This is a time of not knowing which direction to go in, and trying to juggle life, trying to juggle all the demands of life while not knowing which way to go. And so this in the reverse is showing me that this divine light is going to bring clarity to that situation so that you will no longer need to juggle blindly and struggle to find your way, but the way will be known, and it will be known with clarity. This is followed by the Death card. Okay, that is very much in sync with what the reading has been saying so far. So that this is a time of transformation. This is a time of letting go. I'm also looking at this and I see this cat in the distance. Bringing the card back. I see the cat in the distance is just walking away unharmed. And this is a little bit harsh, but there's a message here that not everybody gets to walk away. and death is looking at you straight in the eye here to let you know, you got lucky. But it's not just luck. It's not just luck. It's a choice. So this is the difficult part of the message, because what we're talking about is that there is some pattern of behavior. There is something that is destructive, something that perhaps you are doing that is harmful to yourself. And there are those who've been down the same path and did not survive it. I'm meant to point to the bones in the dirt. But at this time, you are called to find your clarity. The moon here is calling you away from those patterns of behavior. You are called to just turn around, walk away, and don't look back. I see here, like, this divine light coming in is like you're getting that download from your Akashic record. You're getting that knowledge of what has been written for your life, what this life is for, and what you're doing. And so here I see death has been shown the book, as if to say, see, not this one. Not at this time. So it's going to be very important to sit down and consider what may be harmful to you. What habits? Sometimes it's as simple as, too many cups of coffee in the morning, or it could be something more serious. And so if you are engaged in a behavior that is self-destructive in any way, or might be harming you in any way, it is time to clear that behavior out. When you clear that out of your body and out of your energy, then the divine light can come in, and that gift, this powerful gift of insight is to be bestowed upon you. And there is no doubt or no question, looking back to that love card, no doubt and no question. Absolutely, you are chosen. And so see the cat's faces surrounding the white cat, these two orange cats. They're not in competition and fighting for look at how happy they are to tell you. So the cat in the white cat is gesturing to itself as if to say, me? This is for me? And the orange cats are here just so happy to say, yes, you. It's for you. And this is your gift to have. And so comes this gift of the divine light. Okay. See if I can get a little more of the table. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right, so one more card down the middle. I was told there were 3, and of course. So instead of fretting over the bad behaviors that need to end, just putting them aside, walking away from them, and turning your focus instead into acts of creation. And this is here in the King of Wands. So in King of Wands energy, you see the fire of the forge here, and fire's transformative and creative. And he's using that fire to make something so beautiful, and he's appreciating what he creates. So this is the artist. This is when you find your way, you're going to so appreciate what it is, and putting your focus into that work is going to bring you great joy. So after the transformation, the focus is to be on the work that lies ahead. Okay. So the next step now is to understand the left side a little bit. We have the Tower and the Justice card to the left. And I want to understand a little more about what is that speaking to. And so let's pull a couple cards. We're going to pull 2 cards for that. Okay. And the first card is the Ace of Cups. So this was at some point, there was what appeared to be this beautiful offer, this beautiful paradise-like love. They're sitting together on an island in the shape of a heart, and there's flowers blooming and water everywhere. It's overflowing from the cup. It's overflowing from the land, and it's beautiful and it's luscious, and they're enjoying it together. And it's just this time of the abundance and affluence and beauty, and it's like this great emotional fulfillment, this great and beautiful love. But with our second card, we have the Knight of Swords. Look at the difference in the energy between the 2 cards. So we're going from this beautiful, lush paradise-like landscape into standing here alone, flying here alone, up in the craggy peaks, where the air is not so fresh and beautiful, and there's nothing green or luscious here. Instead, all this cat has is this sword of truth. And this cat is holding, holding tight to that sword of truth with a fairly sour expression on his face, as you can see there. This could be male or female who's been jaded, because there was something false in that cup. There was something wrong with that cup, and this sword of truth has made that clear. So this is why we have an Ace of Cups underneath the Tower and underneath the Justice. The Justice card. Know that Justice also holds a sword of truth. This is to say that Spirit supports you, sees the truth, knows the truth, and supports the proper outcome to follow. Okay, and this is, we spoke about this tower being delivered to someone, not yourself, someone who is not yourself, someone who has harmed you in the past. Okay, so I'm getting guided now to go to some cards that I like to use, especially when we need to lighten the mood a little bit, and we're going to take a look at those now. These are cat oracle cards. I use them as oracle cards. So what was going on in this love relationship? And what I have here is this card. And you see it's how very clearly and easily you can interpret the jealousy here. What was wrong with this relationship was the jealousy of one of the people involved. So someone here had this delicious golden food to eat, and this jealous person in the shadows, coming out of the shadows, is saying, why should you get to have that delicious golden food? It should be mine. They haven't earned it. They haven't earned it. It wasn't given to them, but they feel entitled to it. And they decide they can just take it from the cat. So there is a bullyish, and a jealous energy here that was hidden and has been revealed. So someone came in offering this beautiful cup of love that was not true. It was an illusion, and it was there because really what they wanted was just to take whatever it was you had that they coveted. That was their true purpose here. I'm going to pull one more of these about the Tower. Okay, and what we see here, I see this very eager leap, so greedy, so eager to catch the prize that they're not even aware of the danger they're putting themselves in, and they're just leaping right off the roof with a cape that is not going to help them fly. So this is someone got all excited and thought they were going to get everything they wanted, and they took this leap, and it turns out to be a really bad choice, because they didn't see the danger. They didn't see that they're going to fall. And this is that Tower coming for them in their karmic justice. Okay. Maybe I get a little more of those in there. Okay. All right. Okay, so we need to continue clarifying, and we're going to go to the right. Let's go to the right and see what we got there. And I'm going to pull a couple cards for that as well. Over on the right side. Okay. So this is so incredibly beautiful. This is gorgeous energy coming for you. I mean, just look at this. Divine light, divine light, divine light. Like I said, we can take the R off this card and just call it the love. You're going to be receiving the love. And when we're looking at a 9 of Cups card, then what we're looking at here is such a font of self-love and of support of those around you who are loving and supportive. This person doesn't even have a mate, and yet they're completely fulfilled. There's there's more love in this cup than they could ever consume on their own. And that is divine love pouring in, just pouring in like a flood, and pouring over you and blessing you on your path ahead. Not only with this beautiful love and light, but also with the insight and the knowledge to know what you are to do, to know what your steps are in life. No more confusion. Trying to juggle on a tricycle with a blindfold. But you know what? Divine isn't going to stop there, because the next card coming in is the 10 of Cups. So not only do you have all this beautiful personal fulfillment, then finally, at long last, comes in your divine partner, your true divine love. And there's just going to be this beautiful union, this beautiful, I'm imagining the Temperance card of the liquid pouring back and forth from one cup to the other, So it's just this beautifully balanced relationship. So we see these two in flight, holding the cup together, and they're just perfectly centered, and they're in complete alignment, and the sun is shining so brightly on them. This is just the most beautiful, happy life ahead. A beautiful big blessing from the divine. If you've been on the hard path, where in the past you've been experiencing betrayals, then the time ahead for you is this beautiful time of insight and love and knowledge and just creativity, artistry, and just living your best, happiest life. On the other hand, if you were the person who was doing the betraying, then you're going to have some tough times ahead. Okay, so since we're thinking about moon and cycles, I'm going to go to now Moonology, the oracle cards, and we're just going to consult the moon phases, what's happening in the phasing that's happening here. We're going to be taking a look at that. Some advice surrounding that. And the first thing that Divine wants you to know is that you and your loved ones are safe. That's hard to see there. Okay, holographic cards are a bit problematic. Maybe if I back up. Nope, not so much. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe. It says new moon in Cancer, but mostly you are to know that you don't have to fear whatever was in the past. That's turned over, that is gone, and you can release that. You can be relieved from that and know that you're safe and that your loved ones are also safe. Okay, but we do have a full moon in Aries that says a fiery climax approaches. So there may yet be some final showdown before the tower hits, some final conclusion, some final moment before it's completely over. But even though this moment may come, you are still to know that you're protected. You are divinely protected. You are safe through this experience. And all you need to do right now is focus on this. Show the world the real you. Just keep showing up authentically in the world. Keep being true to yourself, who you really are. And that is going to bring you into your divine alignment as well. So just hold on to that. Okay. I'm going to go to now some more oracle cards. Just looking for some deeper words of guidance through what is going to be a very important transformative phase in your life. This is not in the moment or just for the year. This is a long-term outcome. This is a long-term situation where you're not just going to experience a fleeting moment of happiness. This is sustained happiness. This cup and that Nine of Cups. You see how the cat is filling the cups from the main fountain in the middle, also a cup. Well, that fountain never runs out. That fountain is always, always flowing. And this cat will always have the cups that, I'm trying not to use gender words. This cat will always have the cups it needs. Okay. The Moon Goddess Oracle is talking about new beginnings. So this is some more definition into the phase that you're going through. This is just, it's a time of new beginnings. It doesn't matter how old you are right now. It's a phase of life that is feeling like a new beginning. So, you could be in your final years, or you could be the ingenue just starting to take their place in the world. Either way, you're entering into this gateway where your world becomes beautiful, you're entering into a beautiful phase of life. Okay, so you're required at this time to focus, and the point here is clear as can be. Focus on the beginnings. Focus on what lies ahead. Focus on what that new energy coming into you. Let the past phase out. Walk away from that. Leave it behind. When we look at death, that is a permanent transformation. That is a powerful and profound transformation. So that then there is a lot that you might be walking away from here. I spoke about self-destructive patterns of behavior, but we could also be talking about self-destructive patterns of thought or patterns of emotion. And so there is a lot of work represented in that death card. And if you are able to release this past that happened, focus on the new beginnings coming in, that is just going to clear the way for your divine gifts that are coming to you. Okay, I always cringe when I see this card a little bit. Maybe you're like me. Talking of boundaries is a little confusing and difficult to me. And I don't know if that is for you, or if boundaries come easier to you. Because I'm an empath and I'm intuitive, and to me, when you love, you just open up your heart. You just open up your heart, and that isn't exactly right, because it allows for the negative experiences to come in, and for tricksters and people with dark energy. Setting up a proper boundary isn't as hard as it may seem, though, because it is really just about what feels right for your mind, your body, and your soul. Think about times when you're really sick or really stressed. What are things you would not make yourself do at those times? So, if you're really sick, are you going to force yourself to get up and go to a gathering when you'd rather not? Setting boundaries is being able to say no and mean it when you know something just isn't the best thing for you. Alternatively, for some, getting up and going to a gathering or party may be just the thing, just to be around loving and caring friends if you have that energy to surround yourself with. I'm not trying to say that socializing is bad or anything like that, but just that boundaries are about understanding what your energy can handle and what it cannot. And saying to yourself, don't try to be super tough, because we do have a tendency to say, oh, I can handle it, when maybe we shouldn't say that. So boundaries is going to be an important lesson, an important exercise, important thing to do coming forward. And that is because you got to protect your divine light. You've got to be able to protect that light that's being gifted to you. And it's your responsibility to protect that light. So if you allow someone to come in and do damage to you that causes you to go back to bad behaviors, you've lost the responsibility of carrying that light because you didn't protect it. So it's a very important phase or very important step to be able to protect the divine light that's given to you. Okay. just because it is such an important time, I'm going to do one more oracle pull here before we close the reading. And this one is for, this one is coming from Avalon Magic. And it just felt right to pull from this because, we're talking about the moon magic, the witch's new year, that we're talking about a very well-known Celtic tradition, and it seems right to turn to this oracle for our final thoughts here. And we have this very somewhat risque card, very passionate card here, and it says, now this is to help you understand boundaries. Love always supports you and aligns you with your true purpose. So if you're experiencing a relationship that is not doing that, where someone is making you feel drained and like you have to fight for your right to live your purpose, then that is not love. That is not true love. And that true love will always feel supportive. And it's one way to know the difference. Okay, so we got that. And then the next card is here. Many times tonight we have seen this sword of truth. Truth is important. We must not delude ourselves. The sword of truth is shining so brightly and so centrally here. And it's coming up from the water, so we can think of this as a truth emerging from the subconscious. Your mind has already taken this in, but perhaps you haven't acknowledged it yet. And so let's go into our hanged man energy, go into our time of contemplation and bring that truth forward powerfully. And it says to be led by your own inner soul light. Healing and enlightenment are within. And that is what happens when we can admit to the truth, see the truth, acknowledge it. It is a powerful cleanser, and it does clear away a lot of that negative behavior or negative thought patterns. And the reason it does that, those negative behaviors and thought patterns are protecting you from that truth. You bring that truth forward and those things can fall away because those defenses are no longer needed. And then we have this very powerful goddess of wisdom. I'm thinking Athena, and I do apologize because I don't know the Celtic name. But here it says to access your deep feminine intuition and allow new possibilities to flow. So I want to bring that back to this. I want to tie that back to this card right here. This energy that's coming in for you, part of it is a creative and artistic energy. That's why we've got this King of Wands here. And this King of Wands is admiring the rose that he just made in the forge. You can look very forward to this abundant sort of creative energy, and it's going to flow out. Who knows in what direction? Don't know if you're going to be doing metalworking or painting or writing or whatever creative endeavor follows. You're just going to be filled with this ability and this energy to create. And so now is the time to access your feminine side. And so that is where our creative energy sits. It's with the feminine side of our energy field. And so if you can feel that act of creation, that inspiration of ideas to create, then there you go. That's your creative energy. And then just let the possibilities flow. Don't question or judge what comes forth at that time, but be ready to embrace it and just bring it out into the world. So this King of Wands didn't sit there and go, why would I make a rose? out of metal. What am I doing that for? What's the purpose? What's the point of it? No, he just wanted to create it, got the idea to create it, got excited about creating it, made it, and is now happy looking at this beautiful thing that he made. And so that is it. It is that simple process for you too. Don't get caught up in judging what you're doing. This is what is meant when it says allow the possibilities to flow. Just let yourself create. Allow yourself to create. Have fun creating. Enjoy it. Enjoy the result of your creative endeavors, whatever level they may be at. Okay, so for those of you who tune into this reading, boy, have you got something beautiful ahead for you. There is this powerful divine light coming in. It's stronger than intuition. It's like this knowing, this powerful knowing and this understanding, this clarity, this beautiful gift of love and support that is going to be felt from within from your divine connection, but also to those relationships in your physical life, in your physical world. You're just going to start to be surrounded by much better people and better situations. There's some introspection required. There is a need to break from the painful past, and there is a need to take from that that sort of truth, to bring from that the understanding of how to create boundaries to protect your light. But that being done, there are just so many blessings that lie ahead for you in a very beautiful, beautiful life I see here. So I hope that you find yourself on this path. It's a good one to be on. And if you have enjoyed this reading, then I'm asking you to please like the video by clicking that like button at the bottom. I am going to continue to do Mooncat guidance readings. I have decided to combine those two elements and make this a thing. So I will be making a playlist for it. If you subscribe to my channel and click on that notification bell, then you can be notified every time a new video comes out, continuing to get guidance for those who are on this sort of independent and mystical path. I am so grateful to bring these messages to you. That is what I am here to do, and I am so glad that I get to do it. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in another video.